School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 9, Force and Laws of Motion. Now, as what I told you last time, we have completed the theory part of it. Now we are going to see the word problems. But, and again I'm telling you that the word problem seems little difficult for you guys. But please understand, repeatedly look at this video. Because no matter whether you opt maths or bio in science in 11th standard, you are going to have physics for sure, and mostly everything will be on application base. So you have to learn all those things. Okay. Now before we go ahead, let me write down the formulas. Make sure you also write down the formula. Now the first formula is momentum. P is equal to mv. P stands for momentum. M stands for mass. And V stands for velocity. Right? The SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second. Second formula we learned is F is equal to ma. Right? F stands for force. M is already given to you. A stands for acceleration. The SI unit is, I told you what is SI? System International, right? I already told you before. System International. SI unit is kg meter per second square or Newton. But we don't write the full form of it. We just write out capital N. I told you many of the times again that whenever there is a unit comes under the name of a scientist, it always should be written in a capital letter, right? So Newton here should be written in capital N. If you write down small n, that is wrong. So two formulas, P is equal to mv, F is equal to ma. One more formula we learn. Law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Right? This formula we learn from law of conservation of momentum. Right? Law of conservation of momentum. So basically there are only three formulas, right? But that doesn't mean we are not going to use the previous chapter's formula. So the previous chapter formula is also be there. That is v square minus u square is equal to 2as, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square. All those formulas we are going to be included, and that must be helpful to us in this chapter. Okay. So understand, whenever there is a formula, it comes the previous chapter's formula also. So make sure you see those formula also. And whenever you write down, make sure write down formulas also in your book. Now let us start. Let's see the first word problem. Okay. Now the first word problem comes here is the fifth question. The rest is the question answers. Have a look at the fifth question. A truck from rest, right? A truck from rest rolls down the hill with a constant acceleration. Now, a truck from rest, that only tells you something. What did I tell you? From rest. See, I told you, whenever an object starts from rest, the initial velocity is 0. And whenever an object is traveling and it comes to rest, then the final velocity is 0. I hope you are getting what I am saying. Whenever an object starts from rest, then the initial velocity is 0, and whenever an object is traveling and then comes to rest, then the final velocity is 0. So here, a truck starts from rest. Okay, we are doing the fifth question. So u is equal to 0 meter per second. Then what is second given to you? It travels a distance of 400 meter in 20 seconds. Okay, it travels a distance of 400 meters. So S is given. Time is given 20 seconds. The first thing they are asking you is find acceleration and force. If the mass is given 7 ton, so even the mass is given. Okay, so it is given 7 tons. Now you know 1 ton is 1000 kg. So 7 into 1000. So it is 7000 kg. And what you have to find out, make sure you write down that what is you have to find out. So whenever you write a word problem, make sure you write down all quantities first. Okay, and then what you have to find out that you have mentioned. So we have to find out acceleration and we have to find out force. Now, force can be only find out if we have A. But so first of all we have to find out A. So which formula we know that gives you A? The 3 formula we learn, P is equal to MV, F is equal to MA, M1U1 plus M2U2. None of the things will be used. So we have to use the previous chapter formula. What is that? V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, right? But, right, V is equal to U plus AT. Can we use that? V is equal to U plus AT. We have V? No, we don't have V. Okay. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. We have V? No, we don't have V. Final CD we don't have. So, why I am writing all these things? So you can understand what has to be written and how is to be used. So why I am using the third formula? Okay, why I am using the third formula? So here S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Now let's plug in all the formulas. All the values. S is 400 meter, U is 0, T is 20, half A, T is 20 square. Okay, sorry, I don't have much space to write, so I am writing here. Now 400 is equal to 0 plus half into A into 400. Okay, so 2 into 200. Okay, then 400 is equal to 200A. So A is equal to 400 upon 200. So 2 zeros get cancelled. So A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Make sure you write down the correct unit. 2 2s are 4. Now once we get A, make sure you put a box here. So whenever you get your answer, you put a box so that a teacher can understand very quickly. Okay. And whenever you put a box, make sure you put a box with pencil only. This is all presentations you have to learn. Now we are going to learn now F is equal to MA. M is what? 7000 kg. And A is what? 2 meter per second square. So basically we get 14,000 Newton. What we get is 14,000 Newton. Okay, so I hope you get what I am saying. The first thing what I said is initial velocity, then the second thing is what I said is final velocity, acceleration, and then force. Let's see the second sum. A stone of 1 kg mass. So definitely 1 kg is what? Mass is thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second across a frozen surface of a lake and comes to rest. So here initial velocity is given and comes to rest. Okay, so make sure all these things you notice. So for word problem, make sure you read the question 2 to 3 times. Initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Final velocity is 0 meter per second. Then they have given us a distance of 50 meter. Distance of 50 meter. And they ask you the frictional force. Now, always remember frictional force is a force only. So basically you have to find out the value of F. But the question here is, remember the frictional force always apply in the opposite direction. So whenever you get frictional force, the unit of F is negative. The value of F is negative. So don't get confused here. Don't get confused here. Okay. So whenever you have to do this, it should be low like this. Okay. Okay, fine. So m1 kg, u is equal to 200 meter per second, v is equal to 0, s is equal to 50 meter, s is equal to 50 meter, and f is this. Okay, clear? Now let's see how we f is equal to ma. Now you know the force, the f, the unit of the. In order to find out force, we need acceleration and mass. Mass we already have, but we don't have acceleration. Again, we use the same thing, right? What is that? We know that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Or you can write down. What you can write down is, the second thing you can write down is, from the equations of motion. Right now we have v is 0 square, u square 20 square, 2a we are finding, s is 50 meter. So it is minus 400 is equal to 100a. So a is equal to minus 400 upon 100. 0 0 cancel. So it is minus 4 meter per second square. So it is minus 4 meter per second square. Okay. Then we have to find out f. F is equal to ma. So m is 1 kg and a is minus 4. So it is minus 4 Newton. Okay. A is minus 4 Newton. Fine. Hope you are getting what I am saying. So you got the answer what is written. It's very easy, guys. Just understand the quantities. So there are certain terms you have to understand. For example, what I said is, if an object starts from rest, so initial velocity is 0. When an object comes to rest, final velocity is 0. Okay, like that. Let's see the next one. Now the next question is interesting. Okay. 8,000 kg engine pulls a train, right? Pulls a train. So there's an engine, right, whose mass is 8,000 kg, and it pulls a train. Okay, of 5 wagons. Wagons, you know what is wagon? Wagon is like the compartment which is attached to a engine. Now each wagon is of 2,000 kg. Okay. If an engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton and a track offers a frictional force of 5,000 Newton, right? Then calculate the net accelerating force. Now let's see. So first of all, we'll write down what is given to us. Now you have to say the mass of engine. Mass of engine, ME. Okay. That is 8,000 kg. Then mass of wagon, right? That is MW, 2,000 kg each. Third thing, engine exerts a force. Engine exerts a force. So the force exerted by engine Fe, 40,000 Newton. And frictional force is 5,000 Newton. Frictional force is 5,000 Newton. Okay. Now what they ask is the net accelerating force. Remember, what they are asking is net accelerating force. Fine? Okay. So, they are asking us net accelerating force. So, we have to understand net accelerating force. How? So, first of all, we need to find out. Here, we don't need to find out. We don't need to find out acceleration, right? Because here, you know, exerted force and frictional force, they are opposite to each other. So when you just subtract them, okay, when you just subtract them, that is where you get your answer. So we just write down the net accelerating forces. The net accelerating forces, let me write down for you. Okay, net accelerating forces FA is equal to 40,000 minus 5,000. So it is 35,000 Newton. Okay, easy. I hope you are getting what I am saying. So the net accelerating force, as what I said, is this much only. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. Now what next they ask you? Have a look. The next thing is the acceleration of a train. Now, how you are going to find out the acceleration of the train? Okay, how you are going to find out the acceleration of the train? Okay, so acceleration is what? F is equal to ma. Acceleration is what? F is equal to ma. Okay, so let's see. The net accelerating force, have a look. So the net accelerating force is acceleration of the train. But for acceleration of the train, you find out you have to use m. So what m do you use? Train, when I talk about train, what is the mass you are going to take? Are you going to take the mass of the whole train, or you are going to take the mass of only the engine? Just think a little. Okay. Just think a little that, as what I said, you are going to take the mass only of engine or the whole train. Now what is the mass of whole train? Think a little. Guys, you have to think, everyone, please. I'm giving you a time to think a little, please. So here we are going to take, right? See, the mass of train, if you say the mass of engine is 8,000, there are 5 again. So total, what is the mass? If you consider, the total mass will be 18,000 exactly. So we first of all find out what is the total mass. So total mass of engine is equal to 8,000 plus 5 into 8,000 plus 5 into 2,000 is equal to 8,000 plus 10,000. So the total is 18,000 kg. So the total is 18,000 kg. That's what the people miss. They simply take the mass of engine only. Okay. So please don't think like this. Consider this very properly. Okay, everyone? Clear? So I told you what it means. Fine. Let's see next. The next what we are going to say is we are going to find out the net accelerating, the acceleration of the train. Okay, let me erase it. So now F is equal to ma. What is your frictional force? The net accelerating force, what we get? The net accelerating force we get is 35,000. Okay. This is 18,000 kg. So this is A. So simply when you divide, so it is 35,000 upon 18,000, that gives you 1.944 meter per second square. Okay. So this is it. Okay. 1944 point this meter per second square. Okay. So that is about it. Okay, 144,944 point this meter per second square. Clear, everyone? Fine. So this is what I was talking, that this is all about this thing. So hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. So we learn two word problems. The first thing what I said is this one. Okay. The first word problem what we did was this one. F is equal to ma, right? So there are three word problems we did so far, 6, 7 and 8. I want you to try this one, 11th question, if you get it, right? Try to see if it is, and then we'll go to the next one. Fine? Okay. So that's it for a day. Thank you so much. We'll see you next tomorrow. Bye.